Hello everyone, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the Village Manager for the Village of Villa Park. And today's one of my segments where I'll be talking about an upcoming board meeting and its agenda. So today's segment I'll be talking about Monday, October 14th, 2019, the board meeting, which will be held at 7 p.m. here at Village Hall. So folks, let's start. So for Monday, October 14th, the agenda is as follows. Number 1 is the call to order, the roll call. Number 2 is Pledge of Allegiance. Number 3 is public comments on agenda items. And folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium, be recognized by our village president, and comment on items that are on the formal agenda for that evening. Number 4 for Monday night is amendments to the agenda. And folks, that's the appropriate time for the village president or a member of the Board of Trustees to modify or revise the formal agenda for the evening. Number 5 is presentations for the evening, which we do have one. It's Community Pride Commission's 2019 Landscape and Spirit Awards. So moving on, for Monday night, October 14th, is number 6. That's our consent agenda. Do have a couple items for that. We have 6A, which is the bill listing for the weeks of September 23rd, September 30th, and October 7th, 2019, in the total amount of $1,592,020.60. We have 6B for Monday night is minutes from the board meeting held on September 23rd, 2019. And then folks, moving on is number 7. It's the first reading on ordinances to be codified. So I'm going to switch my page here. So folks, the background on the first item is it's a first reading of an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, amending Chapter 4, Article 3 of the Villa Park Municipal Code, allowing the addition of a 6th gaming terminal at licensed establishments. So here's the background, folks. Public Act 101-31, effective June 28, 2019, amended the Video Gaming Act to permit 6 video gaming terminals at any establishment having a state license to operate video gaming terminals from the state of Illinois and a liquor license from the village. So currently, Villa Park Municipal Code only allows 5 video gaming terminals in establishments that have a state license to operate video gaming and a village liquor license. The ordinance for consideration would amend the village's municipal code to be consistent with the laws of the state, thereby allowing the addition of a 6th gaming terminal at licensed establishments within Villa Park. So folks, state law changed in June, which amended the code from having 5 gaming terminals to having 6, if you would like 6. And so what we're going to do is propose Monday evening to having our village code match the state code. So moving from 5 video gaming machines to 6 video gaming machines. So Monday night is the first reading. The second reading will be on Monday, November 11th. So moving on, number 8 for Monday night, October 14th, is ordinances. So the first and only ordinance is ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing the sale of by public auction of surplus vehicles and equipment owned by the Village of Villa Park. So folks, I have a little bit of a list that I'll read. So the items for consideration include a 1999 Ford F-250, a 2001 Ford Explorer, a 2002 Ford Taurus, a 2002 Acura MDX, a 2006 Ford F-250, a 2004 Ford Crown Vic, a 2002 Ford F-150, a Pro Cut Blade Lathe VBG 620, and the final item is a 2016 John Deere 60-inch broom. And folks, proceeds from the sale of the vehicles and equipment will be placed into the Equipment Replacement Fund and will be used to purchase additional equipment. So folks, we do this every once in a while. We auction off any surplus equipment or vehicles, and some of these vehicles were village vehicles, and some have been seized that the village used, and now we're selling them on an auction, and then we'll take those proceeds and put them right back into the Equipment Replacement Fund to buy more equipment. So moving on to number 9 for Monday night is resolutions. We have 9A, which is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving the purchase of cable equipment in the total amount of $25,963. So folks, the background for this is that the village's cable broadcasting equipment and technologies available to record and distribute the village board meetings and cable commission content are aging and in need of upgrading to maintain functionality. In May of 2019, the village board approved the use of rollover bond proceeds to pay for various updated equipment that will maintain functionality of production services while adding new features such as live streaming to the village's YouTube channel and providing customized feeds to the Committee of the Whole room and boardroom projector screens. So I'll switch pages. So this resolution authorizes the purchase of various cable broadcasting equipment from multiple vendors in the total amount of $25,963. Funds have been allocated for this purchase in Equipment Replacement Fund account number 65-502-02-401. So folks, I'm sure you're aware that we have 2 broadcasting channels that broadcast the Cable Commission's content and village board meetings and any special events that we might have. And this equipment is pretty much all original equipment, probably at least 20 years old or so. Most of it is. And so most of it's aging and needs replacement. So that's what we're doing. So we have some funds that we're going to use to buy some new equipment, replace the old equipment, and it's kind of exciting. We'll have some new cameras in the boardroom, and we'll be able to take presentations or the board meeting and put them on projection screens in the boardroom or the Committee of the Whole room. If we happen to have large meetings, then we can watch the screen if you happen to be in the Committee of the Whole room. So it's kind of exciting. Okay, so moving on to 9B for Monday night, October 14th, is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a contract with Corrective Asphalt Materials, LLC, of South Roxana, Illinois, for the 2019 pavement rejuvenation program in an amount not to exceed $74,688.25. So the background is that the village has a continuing program for extending the life of previously resurfaced and reconstructed asphalt pavements. A rejuvenating agent known as Reclamite will be applied to the surface of selected streets, thereby extending the life of the pavement. The project was publicly bid, with one contractor submitting a bid. Corrective Asphalt Materials, LLC, of South Roxana, Illinois, submitted a bid in the amount of $74,688.25. Funds have been budgeted for this work in the Street Improvement Fund account number 60-502-02-299. So folks, on this item, we do this on an annual basis. We put down the Reclamite on asphalt roads, which helps maintain that road into the future, so it'll seal the cracks and it'll give another layer of protection, if you will, and helps prevent from the salt and anything else that happens during the winter time, and just protects that pavement and makes that road pavement last longer. So moving on to 9C for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving the purchase of National Fire Protection Association compliant powered rescue tools in an amount not to exceed $32,000. So folks, the background for this item is that in October 2018, the fire department applied for a FEMA Operations and Safety Assistance for Firefighters grant, also known as an AFG grant, for the purchase of new set of National Fire Protection Association compliant powered rescue tools. Powered rescue tools are essential life-saving tools used by the fire department to rescue persons trapped by motor vehicles and heavy machinery. The department's current extrication equipment is more than 25 years old and requires a replacement. In September 2019, the fire department was awarded this grant request in the amount of $29,090.90. This resolution would approve the purchase of Genesis powered rescue tools from Equipment Management Company of Shannon, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed $32,000. This expense would be paid from Equipment Replacement Fund account number 65-502-02-402. $29,090.90 would be reimbursed by the FEMA Operations and Safety Assistance for Firefighters grant. The village's share of this purchase would be $2,909.10. So folks, if you add those two amounts together, the reimbursement amount and the village's share, it equals about $32,000, which is the maximum for the grant. So this is a 90-10 split, 90% paid by the grant, 10% paid by the Village of Villa Park. So moving on to 9D for Monday night is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing agreements with benefit providers. So I'm going to switch pages. So the background for this particular item is that the village has agreements with various organizations for health, life, and dental providers, which expired December 31st, 2019. So it is necessary to consider agreements with these carriers or other providers in order to maintain the required level of benefits offered to employees as defined by collective bargaining agreements. These providers include Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, Delta Dental of Illinois, Fort Dearborn Life, Vision Service Plan, and Linden Oaks Behavioral Health. After working with various benefit providers on their renewal pricing, we were able to keep the same benefit providers with no rate increases for 2020. The village also sponsors wellness programs through CHC Wellness and Virgin Pulse. It is recommended that the board approve these benefit services. So folks, these benefits are renewed on an annual basis, and the village staff was able to negotiate no price increase for 2020. So hopefully the village board will approve this, all these agreements Monday night, and will move forward with providing the same level of coverage at no rate increase. So that's awesome. So moving on to 9E for Monday night, October 14th, is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving final change order number 1 to the contract between the Village of Villa Park and A-Lamp Concrete Contractors, Inc. for the 2018 2nd Avenue Sewer Separation project for a net deduction in the amount of $39,081.52. So folks, the background for this item is that the village has a contract with A-Lamp Concrete Contractors, Inc. of Schaumburg, Illinois for the 2018 2nd Avenue Sewer Separation Project. Proposed final change order number 1 consists of the final balancing of contract quantities as measured in the field. The net amount of this proposed final change order number 1 is a deduction of $39,081.52 for an adjusted final contract amount of $653,806.48. So folks, we do this almost every time, and by that I mean we're closing out a contract. What took place in the field and the estimates are a little different than the approved contract. So now we've measured all the final quantities and come back and we're changing the contract, and we're going to have the board approve all the final contract quantities that were used in the field. And now we have a deduction of $39,081.52. So we'll take those funds and we'll put that towards another project. So moving on for Monday night's agenda is 9F. We have a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving the purchase of a Sensus FlexNet communication network in the amount of $81,955. So folks, the background for this particular item is that the Public Works Department reads 7,240 water meters every month. To improve the meter reading process, staff requested a proposal from vendor Core and Main for the implementation of a Sensus FlexNet communication network. The network would include 2 Sensus two-way tower base stations, and with one located on the Home Avenue Water Tower and the other on the Plymouth Avenue Water Tower. The proposal provides for the implementation of the Sensus FlexNet communication network, including furnishing and installing the 2 tower base stations, the first year's subscription for Sensus Analytics hosting and support services, and infrastructure maintenance agreement and on-site training at a total cost of $81,955. Funds for the Sensus FlexNet communication network are budgeted in the Water Supply Fund and the Wastewater Fund. If approved, the village will consider entering into an intergovernmental agreement with Salt Creek Sanitary District to share both data collected and the cost associated with the program. So folks, village staff has talked about this for several years. So this particular project would be putting 2 antennas on 2 water towers, which would provide data from our water meters daily, so we would not have to drive by up and down streets reading our water meters every month. That takes about 3 days. So if we put these antennas up, then over a period of time as we switch out to new water meters, these new water meters would communicate with the antennas. That data would come to the village daily, and so we would read our meters almost instantly. And then if you had a water meter water leak in your home, you would know almost on a daily basis through a software, the analytics, that you could check your water use on a daily basis as many times as you wanted to. So as we roll this out, staff is pretty excited because we could control water leaks and help you and control water leaks within the mains throughout the village. And it's very exciting, and it's high-tech software. So moving on for Monday night, we have item 9G, which is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving the purchase of 10 39-foot black aluminum light poles and the replacement of 3 fixtures through the interlocal purchasing system in an amount not to exceed $44,859.60. So folks, the background on this item is that the village is responsible for the maintenance of 52 streetlights along St. Charles Road. The approximately 40-year-old lights show signs of rusting at the base and need replacement. Staff requests authorization to enter into an agreement with Quality Lighting Associates of Wooddale, Illinois through the interlocal purchasing system to purchase 10 39-feet black aluminum light poles and to replace 3 fixtures along St. Charles Road. Funding for this project in the amount of $44,859.60 is available in Street Improvement Fund account number 60-502-02-299. So folks, just like I read, we're responsible for 52 light poles along St. Charles Road. These 40-year-old light poles are rusting at the base because think about all the snow and the ice and the salt. All that eats away at these light pole bases. So they need to be replaced over time. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to replace a few this year and probably a few next year, etc. And so moving on for Monday night, we have 9H, which is a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, estimating the tax levy for 2019 in compliance with the Truth in Taxation Law. So folks, the background on this particular item is the tax levy process begins with the estimating resolution and will be considered for adoption and filed in December. The village's tax cap, so the majority of the levy can increase by the lesser of the Consumer Price Index, which is CPI, and is 1.9% this levy year or 5%. This resolution estimates an overall increase to the village and library tax levies of 1.6% after all abatements. The final levy amounts will likely be lowered by DuPage County in accordance with the tax cap laws. This year, the library bonds are being abated due to capitalized interest, which was collected as part of the bond issuance process. So folks, we do this annually with the budget process. So remember, we changed from a fiscal year of April 1st to a calendar year of January 1st. And so now our budget process will be finalized in December, and then we'll implement the new budget January 1st. So the tax levy resolution is just a part of the budget process, and we're moving forward. And shortly we'll have budget meetings and go through the proposed budget for CY20. So moving on with the agenda for Monday night, October 14th, number 10 is public comments on non-agenda items. And folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium, be recognized by the village president, and comment on items that are not on the agenda for Monday night. Number 11 is the village clerk's report. Number 12 is the village trustees report. Number 13 is the village president's report. And I'm going to switch pages. Number 14 is the village manager's report. Number 15 is executive session. So we'll go into executive closed session, but we will not have any action items after that. So pursuant to the general provisions of the Open Meetings Act, we have A, 5 ILCS 120-2 C1, personnel matters. We have C2, collective bargaining matters. We have C5, purchase or lease of property. We have C6, sale or lease of property. We have C11, which is pending litigation. And then we have C21, discussion of closed session minutes. And again, we're not going to have any action items. So number 16 for Monday night is adjournment. And then folks, our next meeting is October 28th, 2019, obviously. And this meeting will be held at the Iowa Community Center. And one of the topics for discussion that evening is going to be adult use recreational cannabis. So we'll be discussing that particular topic on Monday, October 28th at the Iowa Community Center. And we'll have it on the agenda, and we'll discuss it as a board staff, and then we can receive public comment and your suggestions and comments, etc. And so we've allotted plenty of time to receive public comment and discuss this item, and so we're looking forward to that. So hope to see you sometime. Come to the meeting if you have some time, Monday night the 14th or the 28th, or hope to see you on the Prairie Path. The leaves are turning brown now and falling. It's a very beautiful time of the year. So again, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the village manager for the Village of Villa Park. Hope to see you soon. Take care.